Test driving a car from Ray and Raymond like I always am right now. It is a Chevy Equinox, and I'm loving it, getting ready for winter. I have the Camaro all summer. Ray and Raymond have the car you will love, whether it's something sporty like the Camaro or you need an SUV like the Equinox or the Trailblazer or the Traverse. They've got it for you, Ray and Raymond. Huge inventory, more vehicles than you would expect to see with the way the world is right now. They're going to have the new Chevy you want, and they're not price gouging. You're still going to get the best price. Ray Chevy in Fox Lake and Raymond Chevrolet in Antioch will not be beat on price on that new Chevy. You'll get the best price on the vehicle you want. They've got financing for you, whether you've had trouble in the past and need help getting financed, or you got great credit and you want the best deal, they'll get you taken care of there. And your trade-in, stop and see what they'll give you for your trade-in, even if you're on the fence about getting a vehicle. You're going to be surprised at what you can get for that trade right now. Place to do it, Ray Chevy on 12 in Fox Lake or Raymond Chevrolet on 173 in Antioch. Somehow in the back of my head, I knew Mark would do this. Mark is here from House of Harley Davidson. They were obviously listening, and we were talking about Mickey D's. I love Mickey D's breakfast, but for some reason, if I need some reason to have gas, McDonald's breakfast is the one thing I can every time.
Great.
Put a clock on it.
Did you bring him McDonald's?
He brought in all this McDonald's.
I thought it was like a shout out to say that he needed it.
Great.
Think of it as a cleanse.
Here's the thing. He brought everything, and then he asked me what works the best on that front. It is the Egg McMuffin. If I have an Egg McMuffin, put a clock on it. So that's what I'm going to have.
Right. Oh, right. Great.
Can I do a play-by-play? All right, everyone listening. This Tom is so unwrapping the Egg McMuffin.
Put a clock. Stino, get your timer out.
All right, he's unwrapping the Egg McMuffin.
I've got a clock right up there. It's 8:25.
No, put a timer on.
Okay, here we go.
Before you have to fart?
Taking the first bite. Okay.
I'm going to have like 3 bites.
Okay. All right, here we go.
While I eat this,
nothing yet.
I don't know why my stopwatch.
I don't have any water. While I eat this,
yes.
Tell us who's here first.
Okay. First, we have Jennifer from the Fisher House in Milwaukee, who is the manager of the Fisher House. We have Katie from SAP. SAP is a great partner with House of Harley, Fisher House. We have our annual ride this Saturday, leaving from your friend and mine, Sean's Jesse Oaks, down in Gages Lake. Registration, everything begins after 8 a.m. Here's what's important. $25 gets you breakfast, gets you the ride T-shirt, and gets you lunch when you land at House of Harley. Most importantly, all this is for a great cause, for a great charity. Fisher House, which does amazing work to not only help our veterans, but their families. Jennifer's going to talk about that here in a minute. But this Saturday, be at Jesse Oaks after 8 a.m. Amazing breakfast, T-shirt, dinner, lunch when we get back to the dealership. It'll be a great event.
$25 for the vets. Stino makes her way over here, and she's going to start eating. Even though it wasn't offered, she's going to eat the McDonald's breakfast.
Stino, please help yourself.
Don't be shy, Stino.
Yeah.
Don't be shy.
I won't.
I love the McDonald's sausage
I've
patties.
never had a pancake from there.
Oh, here's what I get. I always get the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, and then the big breakfast with hotcakes. Spectacular. The sausage from McDonald's is one of the best things in the world. And so the gym I used to work out at is by an industrial park. And in this industrial park is the place where they make the McDonald's sausages. So I would walk out of the gym, and what would I smell? McDonald's sausage. It was like the cruelest thing in the world. So,
well, at least you weren't saying that you were smelling yourself. So thank you for that.
We got a timer on it. We'll see how well this works. That's how classy we are this morning. It's Tom's Gas.
1:52 in.
And the Fisher, and I can feel it percolating. But we'll talk about I don't know if these guys want to be here. Like SAP is like, we don't want to be part of this.
They brought it.
By the way, you can register for this ride on the House of Harley. Go to our website. You can register directly there. Show up. You'll be ready to go for the ride. Tom is doing the ride. Hopefully he's not.
I'll be clear by then.
Hopefully he's not gassy.
Well, it's windy. Where it's wind therapy.
Don't ride behind him.
I like that Mark is the guy that does the important stuff about Fisher House that we're here, but also is the guy who brought the McDonald's. He's like,
he knew what he was doing.
Think of me as the enabler, because who brings you the Earl of Sandwich in
Sturgis,
true, right?
It's true. He's the reason I got to go to the gym. We'll talk about Fisher House and exactly what Fisher House does for our vets coming up in just a couple of minutes. And we're going to talk to somebody who is directly affected by that as well. It's 8:26.
By the way, I just wanted one pancake. I'm not eating the whole breakfast there.
Sure you're not. I'm gonna
Sunny
leave it right
today
there and we'll
with
see
a
what
high
happens.
of 82.
Sure you're not. You can watch Stino not eat the breakfast on TomTube, which is running now at 95willrock.com. Stino says it's not part of my diet about the McDonald's. What is your diet?
I made a salad today.
Okay, but you're having a bag of Doritos. What is your diet? The Doritos and salad diet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You can have a good stuff and then a little bit of bad stuff.
Yeah,
but
I agree. That's what during the week I try and eat good, and on the weekend whatever I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Doritos and salad sounds good to me.
It's a great diet. It's a book too. Stino's diet, the Dorito and salad way. I want to. It has not happened yet. What we're working on here. What I'm percolating here, so it has not happened yet. Keep a timer.
God.
Keep a timer on it. I've had the McDonald's breakfast.
It's been 7 minutes.
All right. McDonald's breakfast is a true treat, man. I love McDonald's breakfast. So, but it has not percolated yet. It's 8:31. Will Rock Morning Show. Tom and Stino. We've got the big ride to Saturday for the Fisher House with House of Harley Davidson and SAP. We got Jennifer here from Fisher House, Katie from SAP, Mark from House of Harley Davidson. We've added a person. We just who do we add now, Mark? Who did we add?
We have Kristen.
Kristen,
also from SAP.
All right.
who is currently a active military member as well.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Sweet.
So we'll talk to all these people. We're going to find out what SAP's involvement is. They're a big sponsor of this ride. Plus, what Fisher House does and how you can help. Even if you don't ride, this is a good event. We'll tell you about that coming up in just a couple of minutes. And we'll talk to somebody who's been affected by Fisher House as well. It is 8:31.
Sunny today with a high of 82. Tonight, clear skies, low of 58. Tomorrow, sunny and 82. It's 67 in Mundelein and 68 in Island Lake. It is time for the 95 WIIL Rock 95-second update. 2 people are said to be in custody in an Antioch shooting death. The pair were picked up on Wednesday, but neither have been identified nor have charges been announced. The victim of the Monday night shooting has been identified as 42-year-old Robbie Dickerson of Racine. Dickerson was said to have died from multiple gunshot wounds. A shooting rampage in Memphis, Tennessee left 4 people dead and 3 others wounded across multiple crime scenes on Wednesday. A 19-year-old suspect was arrested after streaming at least one of the attacks on Facebook Live. The shootings prompted authorities to issue a citywide shelter-in-place order as police searched for the gunman.
Brent Smith from Shinedown posted last night because people were saying, "Oh, I'm never going to go to Memphis now," and he's from down there.
Yeah,
and
he's from Knoxville.
He's like, it's a great city. This has nothing to do with Memphis. That could happen anywhere.
Right, of course. All this stuff happens
anywhere.
Yeah.
This is just some jagoff who was having a bad day and decided to shoot people. So,
right.
Have you ever been to Memphis?
I have.
It is spectacular.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty rad.
Yeah, so hopefully Memphis, does well. We're thinking of them as they're suffering from this.
95 WIIL Rock Sports, brought to you by Plumbers and Steam Fitters, Local 118. They are looking for welders now. Visit UALocal118.com. Brewers lost to the Rockies 8-4. They host a doubleheader with the Giants today. Cubs lost to the Reds 7-1. They play again today, and the White Sox rallied to beat the Mariners 9-6.
Don't forget, football starts tonight. Get your picks in for the free 95 WIIL Rock football pool on the Win Stuff page, and if you win any given week, most picks, you could end up with a gift card from Mickey Finn's Brewery in Libertyville. Stino hands me this morning odds to win Super Bowl 2023.
Yeah.
And before the season, like months ago, she declared it was going to be the Buffalo Bills. It's easy to pick the favorite. The favorite in the AFC Buffalo Bills. You know the favorite is odds. These are Vegas odds now.
Yeah.
Favorite in the NFC to make it to the Super Bowl and win.
Who is it, Tom?
Your Green Bay Packers. They're plus 700.
Where are the Bears?
The Bears are. This is if you bet $100, you get 700. You win 700.
Okay.
With the Packers, that's to win the Super Bowl. The Bears are at plus 10,000. So if you're a Bears fan,
10,000.
10,000. So if you're a Bears fan, go put $100 on the Bears
because you'll win 10,000 if they win
$10,000. So there you go. Packers and Bills, the favorites. After that, it's the Chiefs and the Rams. Cowboys.
Do you guys still have that
odds.
one guy on your team that everybody likes who throws the ball and like the same guy that's like
the
Tom
goalie?
Brady?
The goalie.
No, the guy that's like Tom Brady, but like the best guy on
Brett
your
Favre.
team.
Brett Favre.
No, not him. The new guy. The guy who looks
Bart Starr.
The guy who looks like Nicolas Cage from
you're
Con
talking
Air.
about Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Aaron Rodgers is still there. He's the guy who took hallucinogens and was playing that season.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
He took ayahuasca.
Yeah, and that's when we started talking about trying ayahuasca.
I've done it.
Okay, I knew that. If you want to make real money, bet on the Houston Texans. 50,000 plus 50,000. So there you go. There's your Super Bowl odds. Go bet. It's $0 on the Win Stuff page at 95willrock.com. You can win that Mickey Finn's gift card from Mickey Finn's Brewery in Libertyville. 8:35. We got a big ride coming up on Saturday. Your chance to help the vets with the Fisher House, House of Harley Davidson, and SAP. We'll run that down for you next on Will Rock. I can't with you. What do you mean you don't know how they? Stino's trying to make our picks for the pro
I don't know how
football
they
pool.
score football.
95WIILrock.com. You
Like
don't know.
it says,
Listen, you
please
don't know.
enter your prediction for the final score of the clinching game. And the clinching game is going to be on my picks, the Broncos and the Seahawks. So I have to pick a score. I'm like, I don't even know how they score footballs.
I'm going to ask Mark a trick question from House of Harley because you understand football, right? Come over here. I want to ask him and see if he gets this right. What is the lowest possible score of a football game? Oh, that somebody wins.
That would be 3-0.
See, no, you're wrong. You would think. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? 2-0. You're wrong as well. You're wrong as well. That would be a safety for one team and nobody scores. A football game could end at 1-0. If a team tries to kick an extra point and the other team, I think, blocks the extra point and runs it back, they would get 1 point for that. So it could end. So it wants
So
you.
what's a good
So
score?
it wants you to predict the final score. Is it asking for one number or two numbers? So it wants you to know what. Yeah, the final
The
score would be.
Broncos and the Seahawks will have.
So I don't. It could be 7-0 or 3-0.
What do you think? What's
or
an
2-0.
average score that they make at games?
14-28, 28-14.
Okay, the Broncos are going to go.
Do you know
ahead,
how
so
much
28
points? Do you know how much a
to-
touchdown is worth?
No, that's why I'm like, I don't know. It's 8 points.
Yes, a touchdown is 8 points.
It's called a
You know how much a field goal is good for?
It's good for 3.
Field goal is good for 4 points. So
You're lying. You lie to me about scores and make me think I'm smart in sports, and then I'm not.
Fisher House is here today. You're on your own. I'm competing against you. I want to win the Mickey Finn's gift card. 800 to 26 will be the final.
I put 28 to 14.
Fisher House is here. SAP is here. House of Harley is here. We got a big ride coming up on Saturday from Jesse Oaks and Gage's Lake. Is breakfast included? Is breakfast for $25 for the ride and you get breakfast? I don't know. Let's talk to Jennifer from the Fisher House. $25 for the ride. All that stuff. Breakfast is included. Lunch, the ride, and it's an escorted ride. We'll talk to Mark about the ride and all sorts of other fun. But I want to ask you, Jennifer, what is for those that don't know, what is Fisher House? We were just there the last year, and what is Fisher House?
So Fisher House is technically a home away from home is how we like to describe it for family members who have a loved one, a veteran that's getting treatment in the VA hospital or a local hospital. These are families who typically come from quite a distance in order to be at the bedside of the veteran.
The bigger VA hospitals, if you need something if you need to stay for a while on something big, and you want a family member there, instead of them paying for a hotel, they stay at the Fisher House. A good comparison, especially this morning, and we're moments away from the grand finale of that, it would be the Ronald McDonald House for
sure.
Is that okay to make that comparison?
Absolutely.
But and then they have the veterans have a family. You'd hate to see a vet going through something like that and not have a family member there. And it's a beautiful. I've been to the one in Chicago last year. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful facility. They're all around the country,
they are
right?
All over. Yep. Even in Great Britain and Germany. So we are worldwide and
like Rammstein. Really.
Yeah.
How many Fisher houses are there?
We are on the road to 100. So in 2023, there will be 100 Fisher houses.
And it's nice. We were there at the one in Chicago. You want these families to not have to worry about that stuff when they're traveling to be there for their veteran.
Absolutely.
It's a great cause. It's a great place. And SAP is very much involved. Kristen and Katie are here. Katie, SAP has been instrumental in that there are all these Fisher houses. First, what is SAP? You see SAP, it's a big company.
It is.
That stands for some associated people. No, what is SAP?
SAP is a enterprise software company. We're actually the largest enterprise software company.
That's why I see it. You see it everywhere. So it's
Absolutely.
software for businesses and things like that.
Correct.
And SAP is huge with the Fisher House.
We are. We are really focused on giving back to the communities that we live in. And so the Fisher House focus started about 8 years ago. This is our 8th ride. And a group of riders said, hey, let's get involved. Let's support this. It's such an important cause. And so SAP has really gotten behind that effort and really focuses on giving back and supporting the Fisher House in our local communities.
Is it like one of the head guys at SAP rides or is into all of that? And
Quite a few people at SAP are very
riders,
active
because they were riders there
Correct.
last year that were SAP guys
Yes.
on the Fisher House ride.
Yes, quite a few of us.
That's very cool, and it's good to be give back to the community and things like that. And SAP has been instrumental in Fisher House's kind of proliferating more so or whatever.
Correct.
It's a big undertaking. It's not you don't just throw up a building and all right, we're here, because then you got to run the place, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So looking to support that with both funds, we've raised about $350,000 over the years to support the Fisher House, but then also donations of products, kits, toiletries, that sort of thing for the veterans and their families that
Think
are
about
there.
all the little details.
Correct. Making sure it's taken care of.
So we have somebody who's personally been affected by the Fisher House, and we're going to give her a call. It's Jane. Her family's been affected, helped out by the Fisher House. If you want to ride in this ride on Saturday and help out, you can. But also, even if you don't ride, you can get involved and help. And we'll talk about that coming up in just a couple of minutes. Everybody says, "Oh, support our vets." It's easy to say that or to post that or to put a sticker on your car, but go out and do something. And this is something you can do. We're not asking you to dig a hole or to lift anything. It's ride the motorcycle or come out and have a party, and it's going to be a good party. We got a lot going on with that. We'll talk about that and what Fisher House has personally affected a family by coming up in just a couple of minutes. It's 8:46.
Sunny today with a high of 82.
Did you get your picks done?
Yeah, they're all. Oh, it was completed a
What
while
score
ago.
did you put down?
28-14.
You used what I. Okay.
Yeah.
If you win, you beat me, and it's on the tie. That's the tiebreaker. I kick myself. Okay.
Okay.
I want to go back and change it. I think it's gonna be 800-3.
No,
I think you need
no.
I don't know. You got a trailer or a hitch that needs work, you need to talk to Master Truck and Trailer, mttllc.net to find out more. Basically, all types of work on all types of trailers and all types of hitches. Motorcycle trailer, yeah, they'll take care of that. Snowmobile trailer. We don't get a lot of snow around here. You generally got a trailer or snowmobile up north to find the good rides. Get it ready now. So when the snow flies, you're ready to go. Master Truck and Trailer can get it done. And speaking of snow, yeah, snow removal, plows, they'll get them hooked up, and you'll make money when the snow flies. According to the National Weather Service and the voodoo that is the Farmer's Almanac, going to get a lot of snow this year. Every time that happens, you can be making money. You got a truck, you want to throw a snowplow on it, Master Truck and Trailer can guide you through the process and get you out there plowing and making money. Stop in and see them. Master Truck and Trailers on Wadsworth Road, just east of Green Bay Road in Waukegan, and online at mttllc.net. Ride for Fisher House is on Saturday. It leaves Jesse Oaks in Gages Lake, heads to House of Harley Davidson. We're going to talk to Jane in a couple of minutes, whose family's been personally affected by the great work the Fisher House does, supported by SAP. And a good ride. We did it last year. Can I tell you, Mark's here from House of Harley Davidson. Last year's ride, it was an escorted ride, so we only had to stop one time last year. And I was glad we did, so I could kind of stand up on the bike.
Right.
It was a lead bottom ride. It was
Your butt was hurting?
that was a long ride last year.
So as I mentioned, the ride fee, $25. You've got breakfast at Jesse Oaks, which is amazing. Then we've got the ride T-shirt plus lunch when we get back to House of Harley. But I've always wanted to say this. But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
It's a fully
You got to say it a little.
But wait!
But wait, there's more.
Work on that. All right.
All right, sorry about that. So fully escorted, we'll have law enforcement both from the Illinois side as well as the Wisconsin side when we cross over into Wisconsin.
It's cool when the Illinois cops hand off to the Wisconsin
and
cops for escorting the ride.
They're waiting.
Yeah.
If you've ever done a law enforcement led ride, it's incredible. It's such a great experience to be able to do that. And you know what? We're having fun here this morning, but we have to really remember this is such an important cause. Fisher House, as Jennifer says, you're going to be on the phone with Jane here in a few moments, but this is such a great, heartwarming cause. Come out, support vets, support vet families, do a ride, have a great breakfast, have a great time, and you know what? You get to ride with Tom Keefe. I know that in itself, I don't know. Can you put a value on that?
Right.
Is there a number that you can put on that?
Every time you say that, we have people cancel their registration.
No. And then on top of that,
on my bike from House of Harley Davidson.
And then you're gonna have Sean on there. So what's the over under on shorts all year? Sean
will wear shorts. Sean wear shorts in January. He wears shorts on the ride.
So.
It's weird.
Yeah, is there some kind of drink special if you go in and say, I know shorts all year, Sean?
No, he'll give you a shot of Malort at Jesse Oaks.
There you go.
So don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
It's a great ride. Sean test rode the ride, was it yesterday or
Tuesday or Wednesday? Yeah, because he has the time to do that. He's a bar owner. What else am I going to do? I'm going to go out and ride for a little while.
So the ride leaves Jesse Oaks, and then we go out through McHenry County up by Lake Geneva again like
we
last
do.
year?
Absolutely. We'll head a little north, then west, kind of skirting the state line, then turn north, go through Lake Geneva area, and then again fully escorted, land back at House of Harley approximately 11:45, 12 noon. What do we do when we land there? We eat again.
Yeah.
We've got more food. So
Cold drinks.
Ricardo's, who's a great supporter of this ride, their pasta, everything there, amazing.
Oh, we had that before at House of Harley.
Milk can will be there with custard. Oh my God, Tom.
Yeah.
Stop eating.
Because I need custard in
stop
my life.
eating.
Yeah.
Just wait, because you should really go fasting until you go on this ride. No more Egg McMuffins.
I take the House of Harley. I take the bike back to House of Harley this fall, and they're like, "What happened to the shocks? Why are you?"
You're not going to be having V8 for breakfast on that.
No. And we have it's a Will Rock ticket stop for VIP tickets for Lake County Fairgrounds. Now, if you're not going to ride on Saturday, you can come to the after party and support.
Come directly to House of Harley. Be there after 11:30. We got a DJ. Veterans are going to be there. Again, food, everything. Again, it's great if you can come on the ride, but if you can't, please come out and support this. Fisher House is such an important cause. SAP is such an important partner in this. We want to be out there and celebrate. After all, it's an important weekend. It's a historic weekend in our country. What better time to come out to support our veterans who've done so much for us and their families? So Saturday, September 10th, be at Jesse Oaks after 8:30.
The registration starts at 8:30.
Ride leaves at 10 a.m. and fully escorted. We'll be back at House of Harley, and then we can watch Tom eat again.
Yeah, that's always more people canceled. You got to stop saying that. If you want to know more, go to the road trips page under the Go tab at 95willrock.com and click on the event. And you can. There's a QR code. You can sign up in advance online.
Go on our website, houseofharley.com. I believe there's a QR code also on 95 Will Rock.
Yep.
Did you hit the bell? Because if I plug you, is that like okay? Thank you. So there's multiple ways, or you can actually register in person at Jesse Oaks on Saturday morning. So 3 different ways to do it. There's no excuse not to do it.
Sign
Be
up
there.
or after party if you don't ride. It is 8:55.
Sunny today with a high of 82.
What exactly does the Fisher House do? We'll find out from somebody who's been directly affected by that coming up. This is Skillet on Will Rock. Skillet Monster. 95 Will Rock, the rock station. Tom and Stino, Will Rock Morning Show. It is 8:58.
Sunny today with a high of 82. Oh my gosh, there's a bug on there.
Squirrel.
I don't know. He was crawling on my paper.
Oh, damn squirrel.
Sunny today with a high of 82. Tonight, clear, low of 58. Tomorrow, sunny and 82. It's 68 in Wakanda and 67 in Vernon Hills.
Bug okay? Everything fine now?
No, I didn't kill him, so I don't know where he is.
Well,
He
we'll
crawled
search-
down over there.
We'll look for him after the show. He's a friend of the cricket.
It's
so.
been, don't mention him. We haven't heard him in a few days.
I
I
think
feel
he's not cricketing because we're not talking about him?
right.
If we talk about him, then he crickets? He does. I didn't understand that. Thank you for pointing that out.
It is time for the 95 Will Rock 95 second update.
Your knowledge of football is only surpassed by your knowledge of entomology.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
It's anthropology.
Nope, that is not what it is.
I was thinking of something else.
You were
Okay.
you were thinking of anthropology.
What is that?
Entomology is the study of insects. Anthropology is like the study of the human species.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It is time for the 95 Will Rock 95-second update. A man was arrested in Antioch Friday after he allegedly pushed his neighbor who has a prosthetic leg and then strangled an officer when he tried to arrest him. 63-year-old Anthony Wright was arrested and charged multiple times for those incidents. Wright also allegedly flushed his clothes down a toilet at the Antioch Police Department. I just can't get through that story.
Hang with this guy. His middle name is Not Quite. So what is his full name?
Anthony Not Quite Right.
There he is. That's the guy.
95 Will Rock Sports brought to you by Windy City Rooter. They drain your jail, not your what? What were you?
They drain your jail toilet, not your commissary account.
Brewers
that
lost
guy.
to the Rockies 8-4. They hosted a doubleheader with the Giants today. Cubs lost to the Reds 7-1. They play again today, and the White Sox rallied to beat the Mariners 9-6. Is a mariner a fish?
No, it's somebody who goes out into the sea and does things like a mariner, like a guy.
Seaman?
A guy would sure, yeah. You say seaman. Or the rest of us are going to say mariners. Okay.
Mariner. I thought
Yeah.
it was a fish.
What's long and hard and full of mariners?
A seaman?
A submarine. But I want you to take the fact that, listen, don't say this on the air. I want you to take the fact that a mariner is a synonym for a seaman, okay? A guy who works in the ocean, right?
Yeah.
What's long and hard and full of mariners? Now hear the other word at the end. What's long and hard
I
and
don't
full
know.
of?
I'm confused.
What's long? Never mind. It's a classic joke. Everybody else gets what I'm saying, right?
I have no
it's
idea
just
what you're
her.
saying.
Hold on. I'll tell you off the air. A submarine. A submarine. Get it now?
No, yeah.
She still doesn't get it. A lot of rides this weekend. Yeah, Toy Run for Love Inc. on Sunday. Saturday, though, it is the Ride for the Fisher House, sponsored by our friends at SAP. We're riding from Jesse Oaks and Gages Lake. Well, we meet there around 8 for breakfast. Registration starts at 8:30, kickstands up at 10, and then an awesome escorted ride through Wisconsin, through Illinois, into Wisconsin, over to House of Harley Davidson for the big after party. If you don't ride, join us there after like 11:30 for the after party, your chance to help vets and their families through the Fisher House. Jane knows exactly what I'm talking about. Her dear departed husband, Wade, was at the VA hospital, and the Fisher House helped Jane out. Good morning, Jane. How are you this morning?
Good morning. Glad to connect. Wish I could be there with y'all.
Yeah, she heard Stino talking about the submarine joke and all that stuff. And
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's connected to Navy or not.
Yeah. What service was Wade in? What was he in when he was in the service?
He proudly served in the United States Navy, and he was on active duty aboard a destroyer that was based out of Newport, Rhode Island.
Wow. So you had to traipse around the country with him when he was in the Navy, and then afterwards you had to go with him. He was in now what VA hospital did he go to?
Milwaukee VA Clement J. Zablocki.
Okay.
So
I know that. Yeah, right there by the baseball stadium. Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got
It's
it.
been there forever. Like you see people watching games at Wrigley Field from rooftops before it became like an official thing. People would just be on folding chairs watching games at Wrigley. The VA hospital, the Zablocki VA hospital, guys used to sit on the bluff on the hill and look into County Stadium. That was like their entertainment, was watching the Brewers. Your husband probably did that. So you got to stay then at the Fisher House in Milwaukee when your husband was in the VA hospital. Tell us a little bit about how that helped you out as a Navy wife.
Well, I think the thing that I like people to know about the excellent care and what it allowed me to do was to be nearby on the campus. I mean, it was below zero, it was winter, it was a long ways away. I mean, most veterans' families are a long ways away from the VA hospitals. So it allowed me to stay right on campus in a home-like environment, and I was available, day or night. He knew I was in a safe, secure location, could be available at any time. I would not have been able to be with him all the time if not for the family environment at the Fisher House as well as Milwaukee VA. So incredibly important to VA families because VA hospitals are a long ways away for most veterans' families.
Probably a big load off his mind not having to worry about you, and even the financial end of it. If you would have had to been in a hotel or whatever, and cooking or eating all your meals out or whatever, the Fisher House helped you through all of that. Jennifer is here from the Fisher House. You guys want to say hi to each other?
Hi,
hey,
Jane.
Jennifer.
How are you, hon?
I'm good. I wish I could be there with you guys, but
know.
I'll see you again sometime soon.
Soon, I hope. Yep.
You're in Sheboygan? It's just fun to say Sheboygan, right? Huh?
Yeah. That's where I am. And I guess the other point that I like to make is the amazing thing about Fisher House, the staff notwithstanding, Jennifer and all, is the fact that I was able to be there with other veterans' families for hugs, laughter, tears, support, day or night. No matter how late I came back, somebody was there that I could talk to. So it's really that we became a family and support. Staying in a hotel, even if you could afford it, my gosh, lonely. You just weren't able to be there with with other folks.
Lonely and expensive. And this is you're there with people who are going through pretty much the same thing that you're going through in a family warm environment. I was at the Fisher House in Chicago, and it's a beautiful facility, and it doesn't feel esoteric or corporate or whatever. It feels like you're in your home with a community space and your room you stay in and all that stuff. It's a beautiful facility, these Fisher Houses, and it really does feel like home for you while you're waiting for your vet at the VA hospital.
Yeah, it was awesome because, the last stay, I had several stays, but the last stay was pushing like 2 months. So I was on leave from my job, and it was just so incredibly important. I consider, the VA, but the Fisher House a sacred place, and I will continue to support so that other veterans' families can have that same wonderful support. I mean, prior to that Fisher House being built, and I give the folks in the Milwaukee community kudos for the fundraising, et cetera, because it's been so critical. But I stayed there with a lady who, prior to building Fisher House, she had to sleep in her car.
Oh, my.
Like outside.
We shouldn't be
the
doing
main
that to our
entrance.
veterans or their families, sleeping in
No,
a car.
so
Yeah.
thank heavens, in 2016, we have the Milwaukee VA Fisher House.
SAP has been a big sponsor of that and getting all these Fisher houses going. We appreciate all that. Kristen and Katie are here with SAP. Kristen, of course, also in the military as well. Jane, we appreciate your time this morning. I know you got a lot going on, but we appreciate your time. We appreciate Wade, dear departed Wade, for his service in the Navy on a destroyer. And, just thanks for taking the time to talk to us this morning. We appreciate that.
Thank you to you guys, SAP, the riders who will be riding in. My husband worked at Suburban Harley Davidson too, so we have kind of that connection.
Oh, cool.
To the Harley community. So thanks to all the sponsors, the riders. This support will continue to be important. So nice to talk to you this morning.
Thank you, Jane. We appreciate
good luck
that.
on the ride.
Say hi
Take
to
care.
everybody in Sheboygan for us. Say how you doing to everybody in Sheboygan, and ask how's your ma. All right.
You bet. Take care.
You betcha. Thanks, Jane. There's Jane.
Bye-bye.
And her husband, Wade, who was in the Navy, helped by Fisher House. And Mark from House of Harley Davidson. We appreciate bringing everybody in today. The ride is Saturday. Thank you to our sponsors, SAP, for getting all that going with the Fisher House. Thank you to Kristen and Katie from SAP, Jennifer from Fisher House, and Mark from House of Harley Davidson for being here. If you want to know about the ride, you can go to houseofharley.com. There's a QR code, Ask a Young Person. Scan that. You can get signed up. Or you can go to 95willrock.com on the road trips page. The McDonald's is not kicked in yet. It's very slow today. I don't know why. I might have to see somebody about that.
You're on 47 minutes.
It's unusual.
clogged
It
up.
is unusual. Well, I think because I have company, basically. Can we stop talking about my flatulence?
Okay.
Holly? Thank you guys so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
We appreciate your time. If you want to get involved in the ride or be there for the after party and actually support our vets through the Fisher House, which is a great cause, get all the details on the road trips page at 95willrock.com. It's 11 after 9.
Sunny today with a high of 82.
Sometime before 10, Stino might ring her bell. If she does, you win the gift card for Germano's Pizza, Wings, Ribs, and more. Order now at Germanos.com. Open phone Thursday rolls on. Here's the band that headlines WIIL Rock Fest. If you don't have your tickets yet, I can't. I don't know what your deal is. Here's Bully from Shinedown on WIIL Rock.